Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome along to Lurgan Junior High here at Millennium Park, just off Millennium Park, actually, in Lurgan. Frosty start of the day. The temperature should climb as we go through the match. This game today is an under-15s game, and it features Glenavon. They'll play as our home team today, and Crusaders Football Club travelling down from Belfast. So you can see the teams warming up in the background. Glenavon will be wearing their traditional strips, blue shirts, white shorts. Our referee is impatiently pacing around the middle of the park. Can actually give you a team rundown. Let's do the home side first. Glenavon Football Club in goal. The promising goalkeeper Carter Tuffy wearing number 3, Carter Little, Taylor Hamilton in 4, Harry Ritchie wearing 7, Rugan McKinney in 12, Braden McNally 16, number 9, Corey Hamilton, Jaden Doyle wearing 11, 15, Austin Galt, Ollie Robinson wearing 18, and Tyler Black wearing number 20. And as I say, the visitors travelling up the motorway from Belfast today, Crusaders FC. Max Taylor in goal, Saul Reid wearing number 2, Jemson, number 4, number 5, Cody McLaughlin, number 7, Rhys Denver, number 8, Toby McGrath, number 9, Michael Temeton, number 10, Isaac Chibanda, Sami Abuharb wearing number 14, Caden Carstairs number 17, and Jacob Pickering completing the lineup wearing number 19. This game, as usual, sponsored by Subway. It's another game in the Northern Ireland Youth Football Association, and it's right here on Exporte on YouTube. And I can confirm, I think we're looking at 35 minutes each way. Crusaders are getting ready to get us underway, with Glenavon attacking the goal to our right. As I say, kick-off by Crusaders. And away we go. Sunshine shouldn't be too much of a problem for the goalkeepers today. More of a problem for our cameraman. It was good to see the guys working through the camera filters to get I'm sure you'll agree, a great picture of the action and a rather good stem from a positional part of the ground. We've got a decent view. Very early pressure from Crusaders. Jemson gets across in, it's knocked towards the back post. And the early showing coming from Crusaders, however, will be a goal kick. It's picked up by Rhys Denver. Good possession early doors from Crusaders. A chance opening up there, but Carter Tuffy just putting his foot through the ball. And the Glenavon manager, Darren Kennedy, very vocal the early parts of the game, encouraging his players, trying to get a foothold rather. Braden McNally picking the ball up there. Rugan McKinney. That'll be a throw in to Crusaders to the far side. Going up the line. Plenty of room in the middle of the park at the moment. And at last an opportunity for Glenavon to keep possession of the football. They've won a throw in on the far side. That'll be taken by Rogan McKinney. McNally. McNally pops the ball up the line, but again out of play. Better play by Glenavon. Again, throw in on the far side. Jaden Doyle pops the ball across to Ritchie. Ritchie pops it out wide. Good interplay between Galt and Ritchie. And Glenavon starting to win some of the midfield battles. They have a throw in on the near side, taken by Ritchie. Ritchie seeing plenty of the ball. Cruz making a bit of a mess of clearing it here. Good pressure by Glenavon. Doyle. Now kind of get a decent cross into the box, deciding to run at those Crusaders defenders. There's a decent cross driven towards the back post initially. That looked like it was going to be a cross. Turned out more or less a shot on goal. Reed, as Crusaders try to play out from the back. Reed eventually goes long. And the chase is on. Good challenge coming in from McKinney. He's lost out this time though. Crusaders, bit of a threat there in front of that Glenavon goal, but a chance now on the counter attack for Glenavon. Corey Hamilton trying to find a strike partner. Galt at the far post. Thrown out quickly by Taylor though. Braden McNally sending the ball out towards the far side touchline. It's now with McKinney. Crusaders going long. They've only one player up there. Jensen Jamison was the only player in attendance wearing number 4, but Crusaders eventually got more players up towards that 18-yard box. We still have possession of the football. Toby McGrath initially doing well. Crusaders winning a throw far side. A decent throw from the Crews, but safe in the arms of Carter Tuffy. Oh, good work from Crusaders and a lovely challenge. Reese Denver with a throw in for Crusaders. There's a promising build up there. Jensen wearing number 4 for Crusaders, prominent in that last attack. I do have a little pause and play at the moment, just prior to this throw in. And one of the players getting a little bit of minor attention. But as you can see, it is quite cold still out there. One would imagine it'll be sometime around lunchtime before it's comfortable for the players. Oh, good turn! Trying to get as far as shot away was Cody Agabande. A bit of room there for Glenavon to play in. There's the cross coming in. Just outside the 18-yard box, and a shot just fired over the bar, but that's better from Glenavon. Julian McGrath, the Crusaders manager, looks on pensively. But no doubt Darren Kennedy, the happier of the two coaches at the moment. That was probably the closest we've come to a goal. The referee has spotted something here. And we'll have to hit the reset button. Good work by Noel Hartley for Glenavon. Harry Ritchie sliding. Weighing up his options, decides to pop the ball up the wing. Referee eventually thought about it, but eventually blowing for the foul. Been taken quickly by McNally. Not sure what he was trying to do there, but Crusaders have cleared their lines again. And that's a good foot race. Won by Jaden Doyle on that occasion. And we're getting a long one. Throw in from Noah Hartley. Throws the ball into the sun. And that probably looked a little closer than it eventually was. Glenavon looked like they have a corner. Could be the first corner of the game, or is it a goal kick? Galt. It's good play from Galt. That was a decent ball up the line. The Crusaders having to work hard. They still haven't cleared this. Sol Reed making it a little more difficult than it needed to be. Eventually the Crews have got the ball clear, and that's an integral part of play. And a clever little 1-2 as well. Probably the take, although the shot eventually comes, and it's just wide of the post. Oh, good pressure from Crusaders. Ball won well by Ritchie. Sizes up his options, crosses in. There were quite a few Cruise players that could have profited from that cross. Oh, great work there by Carter Little. Just stole the ball. It's a fairly evenly contested affair at the moment. Doyle. Isaac Chabonda's got possession of the ball at the moment. Tried to find a strike partner, but plenty of blue shirts back. They're able to wrestle the ball back, but it's back now with Crusaders. And there's a shot from distance. And just over the bar, possibly the closest we've come to an opening goal in the match. Decent effort. And this time Glenavon opting to play out from the back. Galt. Hamilton. And Crusaders winning the ball back, although that's good pressure from Harry Ritchie. Max Taylor didn't get too much length on that clearance. Crusaders number 9, Michael Templeton, seeing plenty of the ball. And that's all the way back with Max Taylor. Deciding to go with the baseball cap today. That's 7-on-7. Interesting battle between Ritchie and Denver. And optimistic ball, just requiring too much from number 11, Jaden Doyle for Glenavon. Referee should blow, and that will be a free kick to Crusaders. Isaac Chabonda penalised for that sliding challenge. So still heavy coats the order of the day as spring eventually shows some sort of appearance, even though it's freezing outside. The daffodils have been popping up. For those of you that don't want to spend too much money on Mother's Day, that's always an option. Kidding. Although I do have a story I could share with you from my days as a 10-year-old, but we'll not go there. Let's get back to the game. It's Crusaders. And Carter Tuffy, the keeper for Glenavon, just encouraging his teammates to get further forward. He sends a ball out with his left foot. And that's a throw in to Crusaders. The referee's temporarily suspended play. Just look at the amount of blue shirts swarming around the Crusaders forward, and Glenavon now looking to break on the counter-attack. Austin Galt. Hop the ball out to Ollie Robinson. Robinson gets it back again. And Crusaders working hard on the far side. And Corey Hamilton will take a throw for Glenavon. Glenavon with the set play. Ball's driven in towards the near post, front of goal. And eventually Crusaders do get the ball away. And the ball going out of play. Crusaders will win a throw-in. And again, the referee is issuing instructions. Something he's not quite happy with. Glenavon having a throw this near side. Harry Ritchie takes. And Michael Tamerton working hard for Crusaders. The second of our games from the playing fields here in Lurgan. Lurgan Junior High will feature a game between Glenavon and Glentoran. Follows this match. There's more pressure on that Crusaders goal, and then an opportunity in front of goal, and really that is possibly a chance going begging. Austin Galt really should have made more of that. There was a deflection though. Glenavon will have a corner kick. And they've taken it quickly. The ball popped in again. And this time, goal kick to Crusaders. And that was a chance. And Glenavon really should have made more of it. They could have been ahead 20 minutes in. And definitely the closest we've come to a goal. And Glenavon coming into this game on the back of a 3-2 win over Coleraine last week. And just as you look at Stalt now, the Crusaders' defence of the goalkeeper somewhat at odds there. Possibly the defender not hearing the call from the goalkeeper. Crusaders do have a throw-in. This Glenavon team have won 3 of their last 5, but they did lose out to Cliftonville and Dungannon. Oh, good play. But again, blue shirts swarming round Michael Tamerton wearing number 9 for Crusaders. Whenever he gets the ball, he's definitely getting the attention of those wearing blue. A bit of a scruffy clearance there by Glenavon, however, it was effective. Caden Carstairs with a throw-in for the Crews. Up the line it goes. Headed on by Tamerton. And that's out. Should be Glenavon throw. That was a high foot by Jensen, the referee. Didn't hesitate in blowing the whistle. Now he will demand the free kick be taken again. The ball looked like it was moving before Glenavon took the set play. Tuffy weighing up his options. Goes short. Galt. Galt finds Ritchie. It's back now with McNally. Doyle. And McKinney spraying the ball out to the left. Good passage of play by Glenavon. The ball eventually driven towards the back post, but too much on it. And that's Darren Kennedy, the manager of Glenavon. You can hear vocally in the background. And here comes Michael Templeton. Seen plenty of the ball in the game so far. He gets the ball, works it on the left foot, cuts inside, finds a strike partner, and number 4, Jansen Jamison, should have made more off that. The hard work done by number 9, Michael Templeton. He decided he wasn't going to be greedy. Quite entitled to go for goal himself. Perhaps he should have went for goal himself. He chose to go with number 4, Jansen Jamison, who didn't really strike the ball with any passion. Another opportunity goes begging for Crusaders. Glenavon now on the counter-attack. The boys with Ritchie. Ritchie right-footed, drives it towards the back post. A headed effort, and it's over the bar. Still honours even, 24 minutes in. Glenavon 0, Crusaders 0. And both sides guilty of fluffing their lines in front of goal. Toby McGrath coming out on top. Good play, ball driven towards the back post, right in front of goal. Now can he redeem himself? Yes, it's the opening goal, and it's Taylor Hamilton. This time he made no mistake, and it's the opening goal for Crusaders as they take the lead 25 minutes in. Well, he was a wee bit wasteful in front of goal 5 minutes ago, but given the second opportunity, Taylor Hamilton was very cool, calm and collected in front of goal. Jensen Jamson, rather. The referee is blowing the whistle. Can't confirm the scorer of the Crusaders' goal was number 4, Jansen Jamson. Now, do Glenavon have a reply? Didn't Doyle? He decides to leave the ball. And Glenavon at the moment were a little confused as to what the manager required of them. Right-footed effort, driven in, keeper dives and pushes the ball out. As we say, it was good hands from Max Taylor and goal for Crusaders. It's good pressure from Glenavon as they look to try and get back into this game. Oh, a chance in the middle of the park. Crusaders having to work hard at the moment. Poked effort. That's all it was. Again, Crusaders not clearing the ball. More pressure from Glenavon. It's driven in. Eventually, the ball is cleared. And Glenavon working very hard to keep possession. And that's good play by Jaden Doyle. Eventually, Crusaders stroke the ball forward. The race is on now. Jensen Jamison again causing trouble. As he sees his right-footed effort just stroke past the post in relief for Carter Tuffy. Braden McNally getting into a little bit of trouble in the middle of the park. Eventually did get the ball to a teammate. Oh, good composure. Saul Reed. He really looks good in the middle of the park for Crusaders. Glentoran trying to string a few passes together as they try to work their way back into the game. And the referee eventually decides the ball did go out of play. And that'll be a throw in to Crusaders. Here comes the Cruise again. Rhys Denver pops the ball up for Jemson. Can Jemson get a cross in? No, just too much on the pass. A little bit of disappointment coming from Denver. He perhaps sees that pass as an opportunity for Jemson, but there was no way he was catching that. Toby McGrath feeling that perhaps the Crews should have had the throw in, but the officials siding with the Glens, or should I say Glenavon. The Battle of the Glens, that comes a little bit later on this morning. Let's get back to this one. Not too much left in this first half. That's been a fairly even affair in the first half, it has to be said, although the main statistic, the most important one, is that of 1-0 to Crusaders. Oh, nice feat by McGrath. You can tell he's been putting in the hard work in training. That was a nice move. Here come Crusaders. Denver. Ball headed on. Picked up by Glenavon, who clear their lines and thump the ball forward. McGrath coming out on top. Despite the lunge, the ball is still with Crusaders. And again, Glenavon not clearing their lines when they should do, and more pressure from Crusaders. And this is dangerous, and that should be, what is the referee given? And that was a tackle inside the box. The referee, has he given a penalty or has he blowed for half time? At the moment it could be anybody's guess, but I thought that was inside the box and therefore a penalty kick, and indeed that's what the referee has awarded. Down to Saul Reed. Carter Tuffy and Saul Reed. Saul Reed hits the ball with the left foot. That's the second goal for Crusaders from the penalty spot. And that was a good goal. And the goal coming from Saul Reid on the edge of half-time. And all of a sudden, Glenavon have a struggle if they're to get anything from this today. It was really a clumsy challenge inside the box. And Saul Reid dispatching the penalty kick with relative ease. Not too much Carter Tuffy could do. It was a good penalty in fairness. There's a bit of a battle in the middle of the park there. Crusaders coming out on top. And the ball stroked forward. Plenty of pace and neither player capable of catching that one. That's a good run. Austin Galt went the whole way, eventually getting his shot away. Just right of the post, perhaps should have made more of it, but that was better and encouraging for Glenavon. Austin Galt allowed to travel quite some distance with the ball. Well, Glenavon can't say that they haven't had chances in this match. Reece Denver making inroads. Glenavon back with the ball. Galt. Robinson. Throw in Crusaders. Ritchie. Plenty of room for Ritchie to operate in. Cuts inside. And he finds McNally. Robinson. And the referee has blown the whistle and brought this one to, well, the opening half to a conclusion. In the first half of the game, Crusaders have taken a 2-goal advantage. First goal coming from number 4, Jensen. And from the penalty spot, Saul Reid dispatched the second goal for Crusaders. So Glenavon with it all to do. We'll be back for the half-time, after the half-time interval rather. Welcome back, everybody, as we prepare to get the second half of this under-15s match between Glenavon and Crusaders underway. The referee today, David Barry. However, Crusaders are will be attacking the goal to our right as they prepare to take the traditional team huddle. They do have a 2-goal lead in the game. The goals coming from number 4 Jensen and dispatched from the penalty spot number 2 Saul Reid, giving Crusaders that 2-goal advantage. And you could hear plenty of instructions coming from Darren Kennedy, the manager of Glenavon.
Start Cruz.
Referee gets the game underway. What do Glenavon have by way of a response? Or is this going to be a smash and grab from the team from Belfast? I'm not aware of any changes at the moment. However, if there are any, I'll bring them to you as soon as I find out. This is round 13 of the National League, the under-15 Premier Division at grassroots level. And this good work by Glenavon. Trying early doors here to make some sort of impact on that Crusaders goal. They've won a throw in on the far side. It's to be taken by Harry Ritchie, the somewhat long throw specialist for Glenavon. Eventually we have the throw in, and it wasn't particularly long, if you ask me, and it has given Crusaders possession of the ball as they look to counter-attack. No suspicion of a hand there. The referee didn't pick up on it. Glenavon have the ball. Plenty forward in this attack for Glenavon. We're really for us and Galt to go. And Crusaders thought they'd want to throw in. The referee disagrees. Crusaders will have the throw on the far side. And the Crews haven't been doing too well of late in this particular league. In fact, they come into today's game and they're making a bit of a mess of clearing it at the moment. Suspicion of a handball again. The referee didn't pick up on it. There were some shouts for a penalty coming from the sidelines. Didn't really want to know. But a good start to the game by Glenavon, stroking the ball around nicely. And most of the play has been condensed into the Crusaders' half of the pitch. Tyler Black. Nice feet from Black. Nice interplay by Glenavon. Black gets it back. And eventually that's been broken up well by Michael Tapperton for Crusaders. And Crusaders now on the counter-attack. And the ball coming, driven in. Glenavon should clear their lines here. Well, they're making some bit of a meal of it there. And just for a moment it opened up in front of goal. Tapperton working hard. Can he get the cross in? No. But they They will have possession of the football. I couldn't quite see whether it had gone out for a corner kick or not. It could be a throw-in. One of the substitutes for the Crusaders making my mind up for me. Yes, it will be a corner kick. It's going to come in from Jayden Doyle. Driven towards the back post. Yeah, that was unfortunate, but defended well by Glenavon. As I say, or as I was saying, Crusaders coming into this game on the back of 3 straight losses. They went down to Loughgall last week by 2-1. They were beaten effectively the game before that by Linfield. They went down by 2-0, and Northern Youth put 5 past them. We've got to go way back to the Cup for the last Crusaders win, where they dispatched Portadown by 4-0. They do have a bit of a lead, a slender lead. A 2-goal advantage is not a lot in a game at this level. And there's a shot again, and it's the 3rd goal of the match for Crusaders. And that was a good goal, and that was dispatched by Sam Abuharb. He gets the 3rd goal. And the number 14, plenty of composure in front of goal, and despite the encouraging start to the second half by Glenavon, they've now found themselves 3 goals down. This marauding Crusaders side, who, as it sits at the moment, will be happy popping back up the motorway to get on with their respective lives this weekend as we head into the traditional Irish bank holiday of St. Patrick's weekend. It had me actually pondering at halftime what you can actually get up to as an under 15 in Northern Ireland. Some of the things that these young lads can look forward to this year of their lives. For the first time, they'll be allowed to, for example, do some part-time light work. Yep. Trust me, you could become a paper boy, you could work in a cafe, or you could even be a hairdresser if you're into cutting. If you're into cutting hair. Actually, I know a couple of lads when we were young that get into that particular line of work. Let's get back to the game. There's more pressure from Crusaders. Tapperton trying to pop the ball goalward. We should get another effort. A good leap by Tapperton, but won the header. Incidentally, just going back to the topic of what you can get up to as a 15-year-old, you can actually star in movies, believe it or not. Get paid for it. You can also go and see a Certificate 15 movie. Nice. And for the very first time in your life, as a 15-year-old, you can choose your own religion. Wow, there's one. And finally, at 15, for the first time, you can be convicted of a criminal offence. Not that any of these young lads will have any of that on their minds, because they're solely focused rather on the beautiful game and perhaps carving a career as a professional. This is grassroots football in Northern Ireland. If you just joined us, it's been provided by ourselves, Exporté. And I'm sure you'll agree the facilities here are absolutely stunning at Lurgan Junior High. Crusaders in front of goal. Again, causing all kinds of mischief in the 18-yard box of Glenavon. Tapperton steps inside, looks up, pops the ball off his right foot. And Glenavon were able to thump the ball into play. Crusaders will have the throw in. It'll be taken by wearing 16, Eric Mortimer. So Crusaders have made a change at half time. And that's Mortimer on wearing 16 and popping the ball into the box. Referee will blow his whistle. There was a tug on a Crusaders shirt. Crusaders having the better of it, despite the bright start to the second half from Glenavon. But Crusaders, over the last couple of minutes, particularly from they got their goal, have taken control of the game. The ball finishing up in the hands of Carter Tuffy from the effort from Michael Tepperton. Let's be honest, that young lad should be winning most of the challenges in the air, as we see a bit of an attempt, shall we say, on goal, but Max Taylor for Crusaders able to gather the ball up. Crusaders going to try and play out from the back, as is the way of football defences in this day and age. But the risks at every level are of giving the ball away. That was a high, wide and not so handsome effort clearing the bar there from Ollie Robinson for Glenavon. I'm not entirely sure Glenavon have an answer to the conundrum that's been laid down by Crusaders this morning here at Lurgan Junior High. And the win definitely a tonic for Crusaders, who, as I say, have been struggling of late to win games. And perhaps now, providing they come away with the points, this will be an opportunity for them to string together some sort of run in this National League. Here's Glenavon. Again, unable to mount any sort of impact on the Crusaders' goal. They still have possession of the ball, though. They're popping it about well between themselves. Jaden Doyle. Doyle gets a left-footed shot away, and it's a good save by Max Taylor. The keeper diving to his right, getting a right hand on it. The danger hasn't gone yet, though. And both sets of players claiming they should have the reward of the ball, but the referee siding with Glenavon, who have a corner. And that's Jaden Doyle opting to take the corner. That was much better from Glenavon. And trying to work their way back into the game, but Max Taylor, good save from the young goalkeeper. The ball coming over now, headed clear. It was Rogan McKinney trying to find a teammate, but Crusaders on the break. Despite the attempted trip, and the referee might have a word there. In fact, he is going for his card. The referee is going to book a player here for a deliberate attempt at tripping. Yep, that's a yellow card. And as was Isaac Chimbanda showing a fresh pair of heels to a Glenavon player on the far side, and despite the deliberate trip, he didn't have advantage, and the referee has called play back and given Crusaders the free kick. Probably the right decision. Not quite sure what he had in mind there, but danger to not have its name stamped on that free kick. Now the route to goal had been cut off well by Glenavon. Crusaders did win the ball back, though. Thrown up the line towards Templeton. And much to the annoyance of Julian McGrath, the manager for Crusaders, who thought perhaps the crew should have made more of that. Robinson cuts in on his right side and has won a free kick. Referee blowing the whistle, and this is in a good position. Good play by Ollie Robinson. The referee making sure that the free kick's got to be taken from the right place. Braden McNally looks like he's taken the set play. Let's see, it's going to be between him and, of course, the man that won it in the first place, Robinson. The referee seen something he doesn't like. The free kick will have to be taken again. And McNally gets a second bite at the cherry. The referee is more or less seeing some pulling going on in the box, or perhaps the wall strayed a little bit too far forward. Either way, Braden McNally gets a second chance. It's an outswinger off the left peg. Here we go. Towards the back post. Plenty of players in for it. You can see what Tapperton was trying to do there for Crusaders. Didn't come off though. And this still is dangerous for the Crews. Oh, nice set of skills from Richie. Steps inside, finds teammate. And that's a shot from just outside the box. Jaden Doyle getting the benefit of deflection. And that'll be a corner to Glenavon. And it sees Doyle in attendance. He's going to take the corner kick. The short taken quickly. Doyle. Eventually lobbed towards the back post. Headed effort. And it's eventually across the line. And Glenavon have scored a goal. Now, I'm not entirely sure who scored that goal, but what's clear is Glenavon have found a way to get the ball past Max Taylor in goal for Crusaders. Perhaps there is a way back into the game after all. Now we do have a match in our hands this morning. Now, no doubt Glenavon have noticed that the concentration by some of these Crusaders players has somewhat gone out the window, and they're taking advantage of it, pressing forward. And Taylor encouraged to put his foot through this. It would be a mistake for the Crews to try and play out from the back. Do have a pause in the game at the moment, and because of the fact that it's youth football we're showing, our cameraman does actually keep the focus off either the incident or the treatment, if any, is being administered. In this case, however, I think the stoppage is down to the football. Extra ball not needed. The original has been retrieved and the game continues. And again, it's Glenavon who are on the front foot. Ball held up well by Crusaders as they try to mount a counter-attack here. Plenty of blue shirts back. Glenavon have cleared the ball. Danger not gone, though it will come back at them. McNally originally making a nuisance of himself, but took a bit of a knock to the face there, did Brendan McNally. Michael Tappleton comes inside, pops the ball out left. Intelligent play. And again, Glenavon working hard to clear their lines, and that should be a free kick, and that could be another card. Right in front of the referee, though, and he has gone to his pocket, and the book has come out again. Second yellow card of the game, and that was just sheer Crusaders' petulance in the eyes of the referee. That should be a throw in. We do have a Crusaders player down. I'm not sure if that's Harry Ritchie who was involved in that tussle with Carstairs, the number 17 for Crusaders. He's the player on the ground. And thankfully the players okay, and we're able to continue. Lovely sunny day here in Lurgan. Not a cloud in the sky, just a little bit chilly outside. And quite a few spectators in and around the pitches this morning. Hope they're enjoying what they're seeing so far. It's an interesting game of football. It flows one way and then the other. And as you can see from the scoreline, Crusaders leading by 3-1. Glenavon are mounting somewhat of a comeback. They have found a goal early in the second half of this game. The question will be, can Crusaders see this out? It'll be the first win in 4 games for the Crews. Scoring goals has been a problem of late. Although so far, so good. And it looks like
that's good pressure, boys. Colby, that's good winning the ball. Well done.
there's more pressure from Crusaders. Tappleton heading the ball on. Gathered up well by Carter Tuffy. The goalkeeper for Glenavon, he's keen to thump the ball up the pitch. More pressure from Michael Tappleton for Crusaders. Has made a nuisance of himself, the number 9 for the Crews. Not on the score sheet as yet. And the ball goes out of play. And that'll be a goal kick for Crusaders. So just over 9 minutes left in this match. Can Glenavon find 2 goals? They would secure at least 1 point from the game. Anywhere will do for Crusaders. McKinney with a throw in. Still with the ball. Drives it towards that Crusaders goal. Out comes the keeper. Gets an effective punch. Again, good play by Max Taylor. Punched the ball with the right hand. Didn't quite punch it out of play, but he got it well clear of his goal. And that, of course, is the main thing. Isaac Chimbanda, the number 10 for Crusaders, initially doing well with the ball, eventually losing out. And that's going to give Glenavon a chance to build something from deep inside their own half. And another free kick right in front of the referee. An aggressive challenge coming in from the number 16 for the Crews, Eric Mortimer. And that'll be a goal kick to Crusaders. There's Cody McLaughlin just letting the ball run across him before he sets Crusaders off. On initially what was a good idea has dwindled as far as an attack was concerned, though, and the ball is now back with Carter Tuffy, the keeper deciding to go short for Glenavon. Another substitution I should make you aware of for Crusaders was a late addition to the lineup today, and that's the man wearing number 18, Enzo Laird. Little. Carter Little strokes the ball forward. Good challenge. And that was good play by Caden Carstairs. It's good to see that he initially was the player who was injured, but he's obviously up and running that off, as you sometimes can't do with minor knocks. Michael Tapperton. Tapperton losing out. Just holding on, guilty of holding on to the ball a little too long there was Tapperton. And he felt a lashing in his ear from the manager, Julian McGrath. And Crusaders keeper Max Taylor offering encouragement and demanding his players got themselves in slightly more advanced positions in the park. Well, I think Crusaders were hoping the ball would go into touch. It didn't actually do that. Well, it didn't cross the byline. It's going to be a throw in to Crusaders, but it does give Glenavon a chance to keep players high up the park. And now, as a result, Glenavon have won a throw-in. We do have a replacement football. Glenavon have taken that. I'm not entirely sure what Jakob Pickering was doing there for Glenavon. Luckily, they haven't handed the ball back to Crusaders. That's Cody McLaughlin holding on to the ball well for the Crews. Glenavon now, if they're going to do something, they need to do it quickly. We're getting toward the latter stages of the game. It's a final change for Crusaders. Well, only one thing on the mind of the young man. He gets a second bite at the cherry. Rogan McKinney had an opportunity to get a shot away, and here come Crusaders on the break. Cody McLaughlin thrusting forward for the Crews. Glenavon have got plenty of players back. And Pickering, the ball again hasn't been cleared. Just for a moment, McLaughlin thought he could get an opportunity to fire a shot away before Glenavon eventually closed the door. But it's looking increasingly like Crusaders are going to take the 3 points back up the motorway to Belfast. The referee will make sure that free kick's been taken again. Time running out for Glenavon. Allowed to travel a long distance with the ball. And that'll be a Glenavon throw-in. It'll be taken by McKinney. Crusaders should be able to see this one out.
That's more like it, Colby, son. That's more like it. Who's up in support? I'm gonna work something. Keep on the pressure. Good.
Well, the Glenavon defence seem to be at 6s and 7s here at the moment, and looks like the Crusaders may be finishing the stronger of the two. It will be a throw into Glenavon on the far side, though. Carter Little. Good play by Little. Eventually strokes the ball out and finds Galt. Good play by Galt. Galt turns the ball into the box. Crusaders clear. Galt gets it back again. Galt with the left foot, drives the shot towards the far post. Crusaders do clear if only temporarily. Good pressure by Glenavon. It's back with Galt. Little. Two sets of players came was their throw, and I think it's going to Crusaders. Good play by Enzo Laird. McKinney. It's another thrusting move by Glenavon, but it comes to an end. Concentration now becoming a problem. And referee struggling out there in the sunlight. Perhaps he should have wore a baseball cap. That would be a first by a referee. Not even sure if it's permitted as part of the rules of the game, a referee wearing a baseball cap to protect himself from the sun. Must look into that. Meanwhile, Glenavon trying to get back into this game. The ball driven towards the back post. Plenty of pace on it. Danger hasn't gone for Crusaders. And there's a shot from a long way out. Well, I suppose at this stage of the game, a putt shot from way outside the box is as good as anything, really. Max Taylor slipping, ending up on his backside, the goalkeeper. He'll be hoping that it didn't lead to anything for Glenavon. Good play from Doyle. Tyler Black. And a good clearance again by Crusaders. McKinney sizing up his options. Jaden Doyle working well, finding Tyler Black. And Crusaders throw.
Cody, just stand up, stand up. Good man, Cody. Now come across, put him under pressure.
Well, the referee has drawn the game to its conclusion, and Crusaders have the all-important 3 points to take back to Belfast. It has finished Crusaders 3, Glenavon 1. We have a second match coming up for you this morning here from Lurgan Junior High. It'll be Glenavon and Glentoran. So hopefully you can join us back here for that one. But this one has finished with a comfortable win for Crusaders Crusaders 3, Glenavon 1.